The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat by Oliver Sacks. Introduction. This section introduces the reader to the book The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat and Other Clinical Tales by Oliver Sacks. It provides background information about the author and his work as a neurologist, setting the stage for the clinical tales that follow. The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. This is one of the most famous clinical tales in the book. It tells the story of Dr. P, a music teacher with visual agnosia, a condition that impairs his ability to recognize objects. Dr. P's struggle to recognize familiar faces and objects, including mistaking his wife for a hat, is explored in detail. The Lost Mariner. This section recounts the case of Jimmy G, a man with severe amnesia. Jimmy is stuck in a perpetual present, unable to form new memories due to damage to his brain's memory centers. The narrative delves into the challenges he faces in navigating his daily life and the profound implications of his condition. The Disembodied Lady. Here, Sacks describes the case of Mrs. Ock, a woman who experiences a disconnect between her body and mind due to a neurological disorder. Mrs. Ock feels as though her limbs do not belong to her and struggles to integrate sensory information from her body, leading to a profound sense of disorientation. The Twins. This section presents the intriguing case of identical twins with Tourette's syndrome. Despite sharing the same genetic makeup, one twin develops severe symptoms of Tourette's while the other remains unaffected. Sacks explores the complexities of neurological disorders and the interplay between genetics and environment. Hands. In this part, Sacks discusses the phenomenon of alien hand syndrome, where patients experience involuntary movements and actions in one of their hands, often feeling as though it has a will of its own. He presents several case studies to illustrate the bizarre and sometimes humorous nature of this condition. Phantoms. Here, the focus is on phantom limb syndrome, a condition where amputees continue to experience sensations and pain in their missing limbs. Sacks explores the neural mechanisms underlying phantom limb sensations and the profound impact they have on the lives of affected individuals. On the level. This section delves into the case of a man whose perception of gravity is severely distorted due to a neurological disorder. Sacks explores how alterations in sensory processing can lead to unusual perceptual experiences, highlighting the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and compensate for such disruptions. Eyes right. Sacks discusses various visual disorders and their effects on perception and cognition in this section. From visual hallucinations to deficits in spatial awareness, he illustrates the diverse ways in which disruptions to the visual system can manifest and the challenges they pose for both patients and caregivers. The President's Speech. In the final section, Sacks explores the fascinating case of a former sailor who develops a sudden and inexplicable urge to recite the speeches of former U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower. This peculiar form of echolalia sheds light on the intricate workings of the brain and the mysterious nature of neurological disorders. Oliver Sacks reflects on the profound insights gained from his patients' extraordinary neurological conditions. He emphasizes the uniqueness of each individual's experience and the limitations of medical science in fully understanding the complexities of the human brain. Through his compassionate storytelling, Sacks underscores the importance of empathy and human connection in the treatment of neurological disorders, leaving readers with a deeper appreciation for the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity.